Now joining me live from the US city of Denver is Suisheng Zhao. He is Executive Director of the Center for China-US Cooperation at the University of Denver. He's also editor of the Journal of Contemporary China. Thanks for joining us, sir.
You're welcome.
Now,
My pleasure here.
As I mentioned to our reporter there, President Obama appears to have adopted something of an aggressive tone with the Chinese at the APEC summit here. He's been talking about America's impatience and frustration with Beijing's economic policies and also called on the Chinese to play by the rules. Where is he heading with this?
There's some kind of conflict of interest here. U.S. has been pushing China very hard to appreciate its currency and also to protect property rights, intellectual property rights, open up Chinese market. So the Chinese has been responding to this very slowly. So that's why U.S. is impatient.
Now, China has also been critical of the U.S. effort to set up this new trade bloc, this TPP, Trans-Pacific Partnership. The Chinese look at it in some ways as some type of protectionism. How is it being viewed by China? Do you think China is ready to join a group like this?
I don't think China views it as a protectionism. China views that as a exclusion of China or squeeze out of China from this vast trade liberalization regime. And China, I think, is interested in joining this Trans-Pacific Partnership. So, and also if without China's joining, this trade liberalization regime will not work. China is the second largest economy in the world and also largest trade partner of almost all Asian Pacific countries. So China is a very important part of this. So if without China's participation, I don't think that works.
Right, but do you think it would be in the interest of the United States to try and squeeze out China? China is, after all, the world's second biggest economy right now.
I don't think it's in the U.S. interests to squeeze out China, and also I don't think that is intention of the U.S. to squeeze out China. Just there are some miscommunications or misunderstanding between these two big powers. Each side has some kind of suspicions on the intention of the other side. From U.S. side, I think U.S. has tried to work with China in this area in both trade and also security areas. And also China, I think, has showed its interest, also showed the intention to join this Trans-Pacific Partnership. Just has not been invited. But as you, in the early news mentioned, it's not invited. You should participate and ask to be included. So I think they have to work out some details here.
Okay, sir, we're going to have to leave it there. Thanks for joining us. The Canadian Prime Minister Stephen Harper has said his country will push to expand oil sales to Asia after Washington delayed a decision on a pipeline project from Canada to the U.S. state of Texas.